With the D. Scott Neal coach's interview, Bellarmine head coach Scott Davenport joins us. D. Scott Neal, of course, a proud partner of Bellarmine Athletics. And, well, congratulations on this victory today. Quite a difference in 48 hours, and the approach today by your guys was just terrific.
Well, I'm gonna acknowledge two facts. Number one, I started keeping, and in fairness, Thursday night, you heard me talking about deflections, and I was upset. We had 10 at halftime, on and on and on. It's an objective measure of effort, etc. Justin Betts had 21 deflections. He had 7 steals. So in 2001, when I was retained by Coach Patino, was when I first started becoming a deflection guy. So that's 22 years ago. Never 21 deflections. Now, the second fact, these people that are listening, just what do you think the last 45 hours have been like? Just 45 hours. What do you think those 45 hours have been like? Now, secondly, if I could get to the 3,299 that were here, if I could get to you right now, I'd buy every one of you your beverage of choice. I would buy every one of you, because those players felt you today. We always talk about let the opponent feel us. The players felt you today. It's real. I'm not BSing this. I don't do that. But, the game will be muddy up with stats. We shoot 32% second half, all this and that. I don't care. I don't care. When you talk about execution of a game plan, 3 people talked to our team before the game. The last thing we said before we left the locker room: Al Davis, Eli Roberts, and Alec Freen. I told them pregame meal. I said, I want you to announce what the expectations are. I don't care, everybody in this program, from the managers, the coaches, the trainer, you announce what the expectations are today. You take the floor. And it came from within. But I'll tell you, our pace offensively, the first half, the 40 points reflected that was the best it's been in 3 weeks. Some of it's changing lineups and on and on and on. But defensively, that was us. That was us defensively. Alec and Garrett didn't have a rebound Thursday night at halftime. They had 4 and 3 tonight. Tremendous job. They ended up, Alec had 5, Garrett had 5. There's 10 right there. We got out-rebounded, but when you hold a team to 30% shooting, they missed 32 shots, and they only got 9 offensive rebounds. So we rebounded 24 misses.
Only got 3 the first half.
Their offensive rebounding was big the other day, even though they lost by 21 at Eastern, and it was going to be a big factor.
Well, they're a banged-up team, too. Now, in fairness, Anderson's their best player. They're a banged-up team, too. We are, too. I talked to Coach Chambers. I'd never met him till pregame. They're a banged-up team, too. So are we. Update on Bash. He got his CT scan on Wednesday. We were a little more optimistic than what really happened. He's going to have one again 2 weeks, and if it hits a certain mark, he'll be more released. He is released now to more of what he can do shooting. The running will continue the next 2 weeks. Now he has to be in absolutely unbelievable basketball cardio condition that day one he's not even missing a beat. And believe me, Joe Griffith, I've been around tremendous strength coaches. Reagan on, we had Steve Hartman. Joe Griffith is incredible. He runs these steps and this thing he runs it. He's not just saying Bash go hard. He is in his ear running with him. I keep saying it takes everybody, and it did. That was an amazing.
Just bookkeeping here, Justin with the 7 steals. It was 1 off the program record.
Was he really?
And to kind of narrow it down even more, in the D1 era, he now has the record. Dylan Penn had 5.
And he only played 32 minutes. We bought time with him with a little foul trouble. Landon Hacker and Ben Johnson in the game, they make the floor different offensively. Now the difference, Landon gets 2 rebounds, Ben rebounds. All of a sudden now, Ben goes 4 assists, 2 turnovers. It's because he's stretching the floor.
You've talked about his shot, the way he looks from there. Yes. But he goes hard to the basket. I mean, he will take the ball.
Ben?
Yeah. Strong. I mean, he's not just a three-point shooter.
I'm going to tell you all. I saw we're amping up the recruiting on Ben. I mean, we are amping it up, and we're doing everything we can do. This is in early November of his junior year. He committed to us the first week of January. I went to a scrimmage against outside competition. He's at Lex Cath, against one of the most athletic teams in the state of Kentucky. And I'm watching every move he makes. I'm eyeballing his mom, his dad, him. He went, and it got pretty chippy. It was a scrimmage, a little loose. He went to the rim on 3 dudes. And, I mean, I almost jumped out of my seat and ran down there. And, I mean, there's a side of Ben Johnson that people know. But I can tell you this, he was just now, that's the loudest he's ever been in that locker room, too. And I don't mind telling you, I went down that bench and I acknowledged him and said, I appreciate you. And he grabbed me. He said, Coach, thank you so much. That's why you coach. That's why you coach. Special young men. They were incredible today. They were. You know, we had everybody but Michael and Eli score. Did y'all catch the first sub of the game?
Yeah, of course.
I'm not going to tell you what I was trying to do, but I woke up at 4:45 this morning, and the Spirit moved me. I didn't have enough courage to tell Doug and Bo and Al until we came down on the court, ready to start the game, and I said, I'm going to do this. And they said, do it. And we were going to try to run a little special and get Eli a lob. And I said, are you good with it? He goes, yes, sir, Coach. I'll be ready to go. And, I mean, that ball went out of bounds, and he ran to that table, and I'll tell you, if I had pulled it off, man, the roof of this place wouldn't come off. But we tried. I wanted to show them how much we believe in them. I mean, it was tough. It was tough yesterday.
Well, now it's back to the road.
It is.
And Austin P and Lipscomb next week. And Bellarmine's played well on the road, and hopefully that trend continues. Eastern Kentucky.
What's the Eastern? Anybody got a score?
Yeah, they won.
Killed them. 15.
Yeah.
If Liberty wins tonight, there will be a 4-way tie at 5-1 for the top spot.
So we're 2 games out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Ren, come here, Ren.
All right.
Can you say one thing about the boys' day into this microphone?
They will go Knights.
They were go Knights? That was good.
All right, Ren.
Rennie, do you think maybe you could start taking over radio?
No.
Okay. All right. Popsy will do it.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Thank y'all.